Hey, what is happening, you guys? Welcome to the Click It podcast. I haven't got my boy TJ here with me today. Unfortunately, he's busy. But I've got a guest on all the way from Liverpool who I've wanted to get on for a while. I messaged him a while ago and he said he would hit me up when he comes down to London. And he kept his word. He's a man of his word. Got the big boy AR on there. Come on. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well, bro. So, we've got a lot to cover.
A lot.
We've got a lot to go over. So, first off, people watching me somehow might not know about you. So for the people who are new to this, let's give them like kind of a background of you, your story, and how you got to where you are now.
A quick little recap of who I am.
Yeah, not even really quick because there's a lot to get. Yeah.
I'm from West London, Ladbroke Grove. Most of my life I've been in jail. And obviously, if you don't know, I do music as well. Currently, I do the financial things. I do trading. That's my speciality right now.
Okay.
The banking system and the great financial switch is taking place. I'm also known on the social medias like TikTok as well.
Yeah. That's how I found him out.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
you made a video about exposing the industry, and I was like,
That's
this guy's talking facts. Thank you.
That's it, man.
Like, yeah.
Spreading awareness, man.
You talk about
Educating.
CBDCs as well.
CBDC, great financial switch over the banking system, blockchain technology, crypto. That's my thing.
Would you say you're kind of an expert? Would you call yourself an expert?
I am obsessed with it. I'm an expert in the economic side of things and where it's going. That's my specialty. Yeah, and obviously I invest as well. So
yeah, man, you got to give us some game on that, bro. You get me? But now tell us a bit about. So you said you spent most of your life in jail, most of your adult life in jail.
All my 20s, basically.
All your 20s in jail. So where did it start? Where did it? I don't want to say went wrong, but when did things take a turn for the worst?
I've been naughty from early, from school, got kicked out. Always a troubled little one. Then I started to hit the road when I was 12 years old.
12?
12 years old. Back then in the 90s is what I'm a 90s baby, so you got different eras. My era is less cameras, nicking peds, and one thing starts escalating to another. So, yeah, I was troubled from 12 years old, man, doing very mad stuff. I'm not going to say.
So would you say you were kind of,
advanced?
What was the household like, if you don't mind?
Single mother, no dad,
Okay.
no father figure, and that always disrupts the family. That always breaks the family. You need a man to influence children.
You need both,
So
innit? Like, you
the
need...
roads influenced me, man.
So would you say you were groomed, in a way? Because 12.
12, I wasn't groomed. I was more leading. I was in my pack, but I never looked up to no elders in the ends.
Okay.
Like, I didn't respect no elders. I detached myself from Ladbroke Grove because that's where I'm from 15 years old. And I was doing very audacious crime for my age, where even the elders were actually like, yo, we rate you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Then I said, all of this post-code stuff, all of these I just dropped it out, man. I was about money from early, and I got to it straight. And yeah, I just obviously got in very, very deep. I started doing jewelry shops, robbing jewelry shops.
Mad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into how many, but
obvious reasons.
and I was doing more than jewelry shop. I was doing everything under the sun, but.
And what age did you hit your first jewelry shop?
I can't say.
Yeah, you can't.
No
Okay.
way. No way.
Cool.
Serious. Yo, I get life. No, but yeah.
Entertainment purposes.
But apart from that, the one I got caught for was when I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the one at the back of Mozart, some little gold shop.
Oh, so your first jewelry shop robbery was 19 then? Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah.
And then obviously ended up getting caught away from the scene. On the scene, we got caught, got knocked off a bike near Holston, and got away hiding in some woman's back garden.
Oh, shit.
And there was two female officers that were chasing me, but because curiosity, they say, kills the cat, and I was so curious about going jail and seeing what it's like, because all of my friends went jail, and I wanted to say, do you know what? I want to go jail. And as mad as that seems right now to say that, and crazy, I just stood up in the garden and said, yo, I'm here.
And did your other guy get caught as well because you did that?
Yeah, you got caught anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, but more people got away. Still to this day, they're gone. But ended up getting nicked, and I didn't take life serious back, and you got to understand, being a young man in London as well, and anywhere, you don't take life serious. You take more risks. So I was very audacious anyway. The crimes I was doing was audacious, and I was curiosity to go jail. I was very curious, so I went jail, and I got stuck into it, man. Just being as much as of a troublemaker outside, I was a troublemaker inside.
When you went in jail, did you regret it instantly?
No.
How long did the
I was
regret?
excited. I was starting riots. I was.
So did the regret never kick in when your first
The
time?
regret. No, I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I'll keep it real. I didn't.
Okay.
Because 4 years, I got sentenced to 4 years for that. And I used to go on the wing and laugh and say, "Yeah, I got more in me." Yeah, that's the real. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna keep it real. I did not. I thought it was fun. It's like going to a youth club. You see everyone from your ends. You're on the wing, and you're just having a laugh. Yeah, you're banged up all day, but that was my life. I didn't care, innit?
So it's safe to say, as a youth, as a younger, like your head was lost.
Lost. I was a lost man though. I didn't have no guidance. I didn't know who I was. That's the key to this. And then I got released in 2012. I got released for 3 months. And because I was injecting steroids, I was very fueled. I was angry. I was very angry as a young man.
So that roid rage is real.
Real, man. 21 years old. I had a roid rage. I woke up and I was like, yo, back to it. And then
So how did you get into the roids, if you mind me asking? Like, was
just going gym. I was going to my local gym and people, steadheads were there offering it, and I started injecting.
So it was like, so would you say it was more open back then? Like back then it was like
No. People lied. Everyone was lying, but I was telling everyone I'm doing it. I didn't care.
Okay.
So I did it because I wanted to look good, be a muscle head. You know what I'm trying to say? And then image, the swollen look. That was that thing back then. But it's not like that now. I don't do no drugs, no substances. I don't do none of that no more. And that's what fueled me. The drink, the alcohol, the steroids.
Smoking as well?
No, I don't smoke.
Oh, you never smoke?
It don't agree with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't smoke. I can't smoke. But I'll be honest with you. When I ended up doing the ATMs to the Asda.
ATMs?
ATMs that are connected to the Asda, the big supermarket. And I knew there was about 300 grand in there because each ATM holds 100 grand because each tray is 25.
How did you know this? Just from
Just
history?
because of the life, innit? Just life.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, just the life.
It's life. It's just life. You know, it is what it is. It's a lot of money, but then it went wrong. Like, I ended up getting the guy, pulled him in, and there was a second door with a keyhole, spy hole. And I knew that the second driver was inside, innit?
Okay.
So he got the beat down, held him to the door. They opened it, and then you got the 3 ATMs. So I placed them both on the floor. Yeah, they held a horrible beating, kneecapped.
And they said this in court as well.
It is what I've gone jail for it, so it is what it is. I can talk about it.
Yeah.
12 witnesses come to court as well. Because
12 witnesses?
12 witnesses behind the curtain.
What
Because
time was it? Like, during the day?
This was during the day, all broad day. Everything I used to do was broad day, broad day. Do you know what it is? The way I used to move back in the day was spontaneous, and the word was out there. So anything goes. There's no limits. If I see you driving, I'm gonna drag you out your car.
Okay.
And park it, and then go and drag someone else out of a car. Like, I was living GTA life.
That is GTA, bro.
But I had no guidance, had no discipline. Didn't have no morals. Like, I would do anything. Like, morals to extent of crime. Like, I don't care. That attitude. So,
Would you say you had any? Are you religious? Like,
I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual now. It's more. Yeah, I'm spiritual. Very spiritual.
So not religious. You'd say you're.
No.
So you have. I'm not sure what you mean by spiritual. Like, so you.
More spiritually awakened, enlightened. I'm very in tuned. Frequency, universe. I had to change my mindset. That's what I mean by spiritual. Like, humbled, grounded with earth, and content. I'm happy.
Would you say being spirituals led you to become
Who
a
I am
better
today.
person?
Yes.
Yeah.
It has. It really has.
Like, more caring, more like
100%.
that way. Okay.
And it's a part of growth as well. Age. But everyone goes through stuff. Everyone goes through life's journeys. Everyone's got problems. But I've had to go to a dark place to really find myself and learn from my mistakes. But
The ATM robbery though.
the ATM robbery, I ended up getting away, and then we obviously crashed the car, and then there's cars blocking us in, so we had to drag them out. Then another car come behind, we had to drag them out. Then a car come behind that, we had to drag them out. And then 5 weeks later, armed police ended up coming to my mum's house because of blood. And funny enough, I'm going to say this on camera, someone snitched.
Oh.
And I'm going to get to that in a minute. Imagine that. And I know who snitched. And I've never spoken about it. We're going to get into it in a minute. But anyway, so they come with MPs, tasers, dogs and ladders to my mum's, booted off the door, took my whole family out with guns, and there was an ambulance at the bottom of the road. And I said to the officer, which was flying squad at the time, because this was my second time dealing with flying squad. And he said, Rogers, you're lucky this time. And I said, why? Is that why the ambulance is there? He said, yeah. So that left a chill in my spine to say, yo, you wanted to come kill me.
Yeah, so they were prepared to kill you.
Fully just bam.
So if you resisted any little bit, they would have just...
Exactly. That's what. Then I realized, you know what? This is long.
Yeah. Extremely long.
And then they nicked my brother on the same day.
Oh,
my little brother, they used him as a pawn on a chess piece. So they came to my mum's house screaming his name, knowing I'm in the house. So when they've nicked him, they know, they're saying that he's looking at a bird. So I've had to say, listen, I said to him in the back of the right van, you're good. You're getting home tomorrow. I'm gonna admit to doing this, innit? In a sense, like, you're gonna go. He got NFA next day. I said, listen, yeah, I'm hearing it. Yeah, look, it's me, innit? They said, look, you're looking at 15 years. I said, it is what it is, man. I'll do it. Went jail.
What was your head at this point when they told you you're looking at 15 years?
Down, man. I thought, you know what, I'm done. Finished.
Like, I wasn't excited to be in jail anymore. Now you were like...
I mean, big, because back then it was young offenders.
Okay.
Felt them. Now I've only just stepped into adult jail. I was in scrubs. They put me in scrubs.
Is it very different compared?
Very different, man. And I remember I was young. I was gassed, still hype. Come on the wing, acting bad, this, that. Robbing man for their phones, whatever. Dude, I was up to mischief, innit? And then it got to the point, realization kicked in, man. After court, I remember this day, I got sentenced. I don't even know why I'm saying this. I'll say it because it is what it is. It happened, innit? I got sentenced in Harrow Crown Court. I got 9 years. And I took it on the chin. I was happy because they sentenced me a day before they scrapped IPP, which is a life sentence. Life sentence. Or license. Life license. A lot of people still on that and still going through it, and they don't know when they're going to get released. And they've scrapped it. But the people who've been served it are still in jail now.
I don't look like they're coming anytime
They're not
soon.
coming. They're going to been people over tariff by 10 years, 15 years, bro. And my friends have hung themselves because they're on that license. And I've seen them swinging from the light switch, bro.
Shit, that's what you saw in jail?
I've seen it on a regular basis. So, on the day of the sentence, I remember a man come to my cell saying, yo, you look like Drake. I'm saying, who's this? And my Somalian brethren's laughing at me, saying, yo, what going with my man? I said, I don't know him. Then I got on the prison bus and I said, what going? He said, no, I'm sorry about that. I'm just saying, you look suave, innit? You look like Drake. I said, yeah, cool. Then later I found out it's nines. So
shit.
Yeah, so obviously he's in the reception hall saying, yo, what going? Like, how's jail? And I'm saying, it's calm, man. I said, where you from? He says, from Church Road. I said, yeah, I'm with all the Church Road. Giggles, Dewey, all of them, man, on the same wingers, man, innit? Calm, obviously, he settled in. And that's the end of the night. I come friendly with him, innit? But obviously, I was gym orderly in scrubs. So I was working in the gym at the time. I was very comfortable.
Okay.
Taking saunas upstairs when everyone's locked up. I was living on the best of the best.
Yeah.
So I was settled in. Everyone knows me, innit? I'm very known in the jail system. And then after that, I said to myself, while in scrubs, I need to change my life. So I started cutting people's hair on the wing.
Yeah.
And I remember a crackhead gave me a haircut once. It was the best haircut I ever got. So I said, can you teach me? He said, yeah, stand next to me on social. Every day I'm watching him and I'm learning. And I started cutting people and I was messing everyone's hair up. Then I realized it started helping me get around the jail. A prison officer said that he needed a haircut. I cut his hair and he gave me the job.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I've got something here. ended up using it for so long where it got me to the point where I was very getting through the system nice, you know what I'm trying to say? Then, yeah, hustling, like literally just cutting everyone. And then it got to the point where I sat down with a couple man, they showed me how to do a business plan. I did my level 2 in jail, I did my level 3, become professional. And then I said, yo, I'm gonna come out and change my life, man, and open up a barbers.
Where did the motivation to do that come from?
2012 October.
That exact date. That's when when your head switched.
My head switched on. Now, the reason why I say that because it's the day I woke up, and I mean like I actually consciously become awake. It basically, I was such in a dark tunnel because I used to suffer with anxiety at one stage when I was in the young offenders, and then doctors weren't helping me. No one's telling me how to actually overcome this. And one day I went to the prison library and got a book on anxiety, and it showed you how to diagnose yourself and how the coping mechanisms. I did it and it worked. Ever since then, I've been good. And then I ended up being a mental health rep in jail, looking after mental health patients.
Okay.
So I grew as a person. I found myself in jail, and I've become more switched on. Finding myself was the hardest though. Being a young man who's lost and that doesn't have no direction. I had to use jail. Sounds bad, but I used it as like experiment, a social experiment, and I use everyone as guinea pigs on the wing. Okay. In a sense,
I hear that.
I'm getting used to life now and really maturing and growing up and understanding the world it is. And then I started changing my negative mindset to a positive mindset and realizing there's nothing at the end of this dark tunnel. As much as how dark I've gone through and seeing my friends hang off light switches, off the lights, seeing bad man turn snitch, man crying. I've seen it all, bro. Yeah. And I've gone to the darkest end and I've realised there's nothing down there. So I said, what am I gaining from this? There's no reward. Nothing but death or life, getting lifed off. All of my friends are lifed off. Most of them. And they're there and they're claiming they're real. And as much as I'm real, where do you know? Sitting there, palming it off, doing nothing but talking about the past.
Yeah.
And I get sad when I get phone calls from them and they're still talking about years ago. But I realize I don't want none of that, bro. Being bad don't get you nowhere. The whole game is a lie. The whole thing is a fabrication made to set up, and the system is just effed up. So that's why I'm here now talking, trying to show the younger generation, yo, step away from that. Being a bad man is really staying positive, going in doing something legitimately, open a business, get a mortgage, do things like that. That's a bad man.
I love that, bro. I feel like the youth these days need to hear that. 100%. And to you, like me to you, I'm the youth to you as well. So I need to hear that as well.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh wow, okay. I'm 32, 10 years.
Yeah, so I'm a younger to you. I'm a younger to you.
And that's what I'm saying. I was lost at your age. I found myself at your age. I only just found myself. And I had to do that in a negative environment, surrounded by people who just want to fight and do badness. So to remain positive in a negative environment was a challenge itself, bro. And a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people said I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't open a shop. I came out of prison after that bird in 2017. I was with Bounce. I was with a couple men on the wing. Everyone knows me, innit? Yeah, I did the 4.5 years. When I got 9 years, I did 4.5 years after the other years. So I got out in 2017, got married, big mistake, and I was like a dog that was caged. I was like a pit bull caged up with so much motivation. Imagine letting a dog out of a cage that's been locked up for all them years.
Because you achieved so much in the cage.
There you go.
You did all this in the cage. You were helping people with their mental health.
I was helping people with their mental health. I was being a positive influence in the jail already. And then it just got to a point where this is how life works. So where I had all this newfound knowledge and motivation, I needed to apply this knowledge now. I needed to apply this motivation to something. So I came out of prison with £50 to my name.
Okay.
£50 from the gate.
Do you want to explain how you went from £50 to having 3 shops? Or obviously not the specifics.
Not specific, but mindset. Like, you can give me a piece of bread, and I promise you I'll find butter. Like, not many people know how to adapt to certain situations, and I've had to always adapt to having nothing, like bare minimum, back against the wall. And I'm the type of man to make money from sitting in an empty cell, if you can actually understand that. Why call it? I can make money from a call me back text, and that's real shit. Give me one call me back text, I'll get on my feet. Yeah, fathom what I'm saying, bro.
That's crazy.
Mad. So I obviously adapted, got on my feet. 3 months, I used my name. I sat down with the white man in jail, and he said to me, use your name and credit. Yeah, stop looking at money. Use your credit. You'll get further as well. So I said, rah. I went to Mercedes when I come out of prison. I said, let me see if this works. I had £50 to my name. Went to Mercedes. They said, what car do you want? I said, what? They said, yeah, you can have any car you want. Well, not any car, but majority.
Yeah.
You can. I said, swear down. I said, yeah.
So you were taking care of your credit rating then?
So I start understanding credit.
Okay.
I said, right, okay. And then I started unlocking more doors. And then I went to the commercial place to get a property. Obviously, I learned how to get into a business as well through company house, register, do all of these things. It's part of the parcel. But knowledge is power. And then when I opened up my shop after being on roll for 3 months, and I never had a job in my life, I opened up my first shop ever.
£50?
Technically, no, obviously I ended up getting money. But yeah, mainly, yeah, to be honest, yeah, from £50, bro.
From 50? Yeah, how long?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, though? I had a few supports. I'm not going to cap. I had a few guys I went to and said, look, can I lend some money? Real shit, bro. I don't need to lie. I'm going to keep it real. I was broke. Nothing. Never had nothing to my name to show for it. I came out and I said, right, I've got a business plan that I can show people. Yo, I'm going to make some money. So I went to these men on road that are trapping. They gave me little loans. Boom, boom, boom. Took it. Invested it into myself. Then I paid them off throughout the whole 80 months I was doing it. So I ended up opening 3 shops in total with my wife, a salon, a boutique, and a florist. Them 2 were rubbish. They didn't even make money. But the salon, I made around 70 grand profit my first year. Ended up paying off my salon equipment from the credit I used. Ended up getting sunbeds. I had all these girls working for me. I was doing my thing, bro. I was really changing my mindset to show I can show people how to do it. Yeah. But then I lost it all.
Shit.
Because I went to go back to the alcohol in a club in Oxford Circus and got too carried away, and then the bouncers dragged me out by my neck, and then I said to him, I'm coming back, and he laughed. So I drove my car straight into the front of the club.
I want to say this though. That's one reason I hate going nightclubs. I can't stand these bouncers.
Can't stand them, bro.
My boys paid racks for a table and you're here like treating me like I'm some... I can't stand bouncers, bro. So I hear it, but like...
I'm scared. I don't go clubbing no more because of it. I'm scared, bro. I'm not going to lie.
You're scared someone's going to test you the wrong way?
Yeah. I'm happy now I'm off license, but being on license, that put me straight back in. Because back then, I was still, as much as I was achieving things, I knew myself deep down, I've still got anger issues. And that's one thing I've been learning about myself. And the prison officer said to me one day, and I'll never forget this, she said, in all 20 years of her working on the service, she said she's never seen someone with anger as much as me. That goes from 0 to 100. Like, there's no in between. So I was like, raw, I need to go see a doctor's about this. So when I was released, I went to the doctor's. And I took it. It was hard, but I had to, bro. Went to the doctors and I said, look, I got anger issues. They did their little test on me. They said, no, you're perfectly all right. You know what you're doing. I said, what? I'm coming to you as a man that's done 10 years in prison with all of this trauma, seeing my friends hang themselves, seeing mad stuff all in my life. And I'm telling you, I got PTSD. And they're like, no, you ain't. So I'm saying that now in my head, I'm thinking, you failed me. This country has failed me. They're not even, the healthcare service is now pushed. You know what I'm trying to say? There you go.
Exactly. When you came to them.
I came to them for help, bro.
That's fucking hell.
Yeah. So now, still today, I'm normal.
So still today, they've not diagnosed you with anything.
Nothing.
Not PTSD.
But people get PTSD from a car crash.
Yeah.
You can get PTSD from a car crash, bro.
But do you have it though? That's the thing. Maybe you don't.
I've inflicted trauma and I've got trauma. Trauma is basically another word for scars, deep scars, mental scars. So I've got trauma.
You're strong. You do have. I'm not gonna doubt that because the things you've told us are crazy. But you're a very strong-minded person. So maybe it doesn't affect you in that way.
Yeah, but then it don't affect me. That's the thing.
Mm.
But me coming to you asking for help, nah, that's crazy, yo. Still to this day.
But when you get angry at the bouncer, like was it the PTSD that made you go mad, or just like who the fuck is this guy talking
So
to?
I don't have nothing to say. I've got trauma, but I know I've got trauma. It's weird. I don't have no bad memories. I've had a good upbringing, but I'm an angry guy, bro. And I'm telling everyone, I am angry. I can't. There's no in between. Like I will say, you know what, see red, fuck everything. I'm going. Let's go. There's no reasoning with me. I'll shoot first, think later. So now, after that, yeah, bro, I'm just trying. I'm still growing. Yeah, so I got locked up for that situation now. And I got basically a suspended sentence
Okay.
because I was unlicensed. They threw me in. Now I'm gonna be real and be a man about this. Yeah, I have never, ever, ever, ever shed a tear throughout all my sentences. Yeah, but you see, when I got locked up this time, knowing I've got my empire, everything I worked positively for, ended up getting married. My new house I ended up having back in 2017 and 18. I was set. I was out the ends doing my thing. I knew I was in a police station thinking, yo, I fucked up. I've lost it all. Because my wife is not going to be able to run it. I'm the financial beneficiary of this relationship. I am the one who this is all built around. Went to jail, copped a phone. Yep, straight away I knew my staff weren't getting paid.
Oh yeah.
My money's going missing. Finding out, yep, she slept with someone else. I'm in this locked door now,
Oh,
thinking,
that's pain, bro.
yo, okay, my businesses have gone to shit. Right, let me man up about this and move on. 7 months later passed. They said I'm getting released, obviously, through executive release, because obviously I put, me and my solicitor put words into the Home Office to say this man shouldn't be in jail because he's got a suspended license. Why is this man in jail? No one got hurt. So why is he in jail? So they said, release him then.
And did your car insurance pay for the damage, or did you have to pay for the damage?
No. Nothing was really damaged, but it was more I went into the front, but like people were scattered. There was more of the aggravated features, and they tried to say intent.
Oh, they
Being drunk as well.
Mm.
So it got
to throw the intent in there.
Yeah, exactly. And then it got to the point where, right, I got released, knowing I've lost everything, knowing I've been cheated on, knowing my money's gone, everything, every single penny, back to square one again, bro.
So would you say that the difference between when you went in jail, when you were happy to go, and then now you shed a tear for the first time, is because you had, back then, would you say you had nothing to lose?
Exactly.
And this time, now you had something to lose.
And I've lost it.
And you felt that.
And I got humbled. And I'll admit it. I actually remember sitting in the cell saying, yo, okay, now this is what it feels like to have everything taken away from you. Yeah. This is the universe they say the universe throws locked doors and takes you off, locked doors and gates to take you off a path. And I realized it did that in a blessing, in a weird way, because then I found out I was with someone that wasn't really good and by my side. So I was like, all right, cool. I went broke, but it took me away from that evilness. Let me change my life again. But me being so hurt and stupid still, and a lust for women, ended up getting trapped and falling for a known influencer that was on The Only Way is Essex. So now I ended up moving straight off a release, moved into a £3 million house. Remember, I had no money by these times.
She had a free house?
Yeah, but it was rented.
Okay.
But made out. I found out later it was all fake. So, moved in, living the life. Unknowingly that I'm in this relationship.
No worries.
Unknowingly that I was in this relationship. On my birthday, thrown back in jail.
On your birthday, bro?
On my birthday.
And why'd you go back in jail, bro? Because there's a lot. What was it this time?
Coercive controlling behavior.
Okay.
End of 2019, on my birthday, I was the 30th of December 2019. Yeah. Just like, I had a little argument about something. Nothing too much. Everyone has a little arguments in relationships. But then, obviously I'm going court tomorrow. So this is the main reason I'm sitting here talking to you, because I've got trial tomorrow. I've come all the way down from Liverpool, knowing I've got trial for this case, and I've been on bail for this, coming up to what? Since 2019. What's that?
4 years, bro. It's gonna 30th of December. You said 2019.
Yeah.
So 4
Coming up to
years and
4
like
years.
3 months.
4 years later, I've been on bail. So remember, I got thrown back in jail on the day after my birthday. Yeah? For coercive controlling behavior. I'm in the police station, scratching my head sick, thinking, yo, what's going on? What have I done? They're basically saying, during the relationship, she's been recording on the sly, documenting coercive controlling behavior. I'm like, okay.
So what exactly is coercive control? Kind of
Basically,
manipulation.
someone controlling you mentally.
Okay.
So I'm like, hold on, this is nonsense. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see the evidence. I'm seeing it. I'm thinking, nah, this is bollocks. They said, look, I'm sorry to say this, Rogers. We want to release you right now. You're allowed to go, but you can't because you're on license. So I looked at him. I went, oh, you know what you're doing. You've recalled me on the strength of the allegation, knowing I'm going to be put back in jail. And then when I'm in jail, stressing, thinking, what am I doing here? COVID came.
Oh.
No one expected that in the world, apart from government.
Yeah, exactly.
But
bullshit as well.
bullshit. And at the end of the day, I was kept in for 2 years to finish off the rest of my license on a false allegation that's not true. And now I'm here.
Damn.
So I'm thinking, all right, cool. Because of COVID, it is what it is. I'll sit down. She was ringing up the prison, saying I've got phones. They're taking my phone. I'm buying phone after phone. She's trying to strengthen her case to make it look like I'm onto her when it's not true.
So she's getting your cell spun.
Spun regular, getting my phones, and I'm paying $1,000 a time for a phone. £600 to $1,000 a time for a phone. That was stressful alone.
How are they doing it? Drones?
Yeah, I can't say. But I was living good. Then release time come. Got released.
After 2 years.
And they did not say nothing about her. So wait a minute, I do 2 years in jail for an allegation to make out I'm controlling and I'm I don't know, what's the word, abusive probably, yeah? Why am I being released into the public where I could further do damage to this woman?
Wait, hold on. So they released you when your license finished?
Yeah.
And
put me on bail. Carry on the bail.
They still had you on bail?
And I went to court and they keep adjourning it, saying it's not. So I'm going trial tomorrow for this case. Now, only because how the world works, the universe works in mysterious ways. COVID came at a good time for me because I got to sit down and disrupt her plan of putting me in jail. Therefore, it got me to come out and gather my evidence. Now I've had time to come out and actually get the stuff that to prove that she's actually a liar. I'm going to court tomorrow to prove this with the evidence. She doesn't know this.
Okay.
She thinks she's got me, but I've got everything to show she's perverting the course of justice. Everything. I want compensation. I'm standing up, and mainly why I'm doing this shows to people like all these guys that are in jail on false allegations, especially because of women are vindictive and got some jealousy and messed up mind state. I'm saying, nah, I'm having a platform where I can speak about it and speak for the ones that can't speak. And that's what I'm doing this for, bro.
Would you say this woman who's doing this to you, the TOWIE star, would you say she's kind of not mentally
She's
there?
tapped. She's got previous for this.
Yeah.
She's got previous for domestics. I ain't. She's an influencer that's just clout chases and tries to go on the papers for ruining relationships. That's the kind of person we're dealing with. Well, it's easier to put someone like me in jail that's been in jail for robbery. I'm a black man going in front of a jury of 12 that probably looking at me in a way to say, yo, I've got to now prove my innocence when I shouldn't have to.
But and some might say that's kind of the consequences of your actions.
100%. I'm not gonna.
But you have done your time.
I've done my time, and it's my fault for getting with a woman like that. But at the end of the day, it's a journey. It's a part of growth.
Yeah.
I fucked up, and I'm paying the price. I'm still paying the price for it. I've got a newborn son now. You know what I'm saying? I've moved on with my life. I've got a new house. If that was the case, what's going on? And do you know what it is? It's sad, man. It's sad that there's women out there getting away with this, bro. Look at Andrew Tate. Look at Johnny Depp's situation with Amber Heard.
I will say this though. There's There's two sides to the story, and there's the
100%,
truth.
100%.
And me, exactly. I don't know. You listen. I'm gonna say this. You could be telling the whole truth.
I could be telling a lie.
You could be lying.
Exactly.
I will never know.
Exactly.
only
True.
you two know, and only the judge gets to decide.
There we go.
So literally,
That's what we're gonna see now.
Yeah, that's literally it.
So there,
Like, I believe you, but again, like I can't. I'm not a judge.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro.
But
Facts.
I think everyone should be able to have their side of the story out there.
100%.
And it's because I think we've entered a world now where it's just the woman's side and that's it.
That's it.
Believe that.
And
that's
in
it.
and this system is favored that now. If you go up against in court against a woman, bro, it's not the same. It's still in an old system. It's still favoritism for the woman, and it should be changed. It shouldn't be like that.
100% shouldn't be.
I understand there's domestic violence. I'm against any man that does the domestic violence and any man that controls women. So when I'm being put in jail for a crime that I frown upon, and other prisoners and prison officers are coming to me saying, AR, we respect you because you're holding it. We know you ain't done it, but you're still positive. You're not lying about what you're in jail for. I'm even coming on a podcast speaking about what I'm going through. Not many men would do what I'm doing. They would hide about this. They'd be a bit ashamed.
Yeah.
But, bro, nah, the truth have to get spoken still.
Hopefully the truth comes out, man. Hopefully justice is served.
100%, bro. And, yeah, that's where we are today. So,
Well, you said you spoke about it a little bit. You said she was trying to write a book about you?
so through other people, she's written a book. She can't publish it until she wins the case. But she's unaware of everything I've got coming to court.
Yeah.
So remember, she thought she had this case won years ago. She thought she was going to win. But COVID came in.
Everything for a reason,
Everything
man.
for a reason, bro. So now, yeah, let's go. Let's battle. That's what I'm on now.
Yeah,
And then I'm going for compensation. I'm going to go on the TV media and show, the whole system's broken. Like, it needs to get fixed.
I think that would
Easy.
be more difficult though because the system favors the others so much. So the news that like even you go to court, the judge says, "Yep, she was lying." This, that. That's it.
That's
They ain't
it.
gonna
There's
talk about
nothing.
it
There's
again.
nothing.
That's
Where's
it.
my compo? Where's my
Yeah.
2 years missed out of my life? Where's my defamation of character? Where's my mental health being so that's not easy going through.
And it's unfortunate, bro. But honestly, I really hope it doesn't happen. But I'm convinced you're gonna good. You're gonna
100%.
win, and then silence.
100%.
She ain't gonna face any consequences. And it's unfortunate, but that's just how the world is,
How
man.
the world is.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. But nah, that's me.
Yeah, man.
I'm going through a lot, bro. With everything, with the recalls, all the sentences, the remand time, 10 years. So I've been out in between only what? The longest was 18 months. That's not a long time. You know what I'm saying? Some people can sit on the toilet for 18 months. Sense, innit? It's not a long time. This is the longest I've been out now. 2 years, coming up to 2 years. This is the longest, bro.
The longest you've
This
been
is
out?
the longest I've been out, bro. This is the most I've ever been out. And
So
then coming up
you-
to 2 years.
So you managed to open 3 shops
In
in less than 2 years?
No.
Oh, no.
I'll open up them 3 shops when I was out before. Lost it all.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
I lost everything. Come out, went back in. Come out. I'm out now. And I'm doing positive things, moving forward, hitting social media, streaming, still doing music a bit. And that's what I'm doing. I'm branding myself. I'm still staying positive. I'm changing my life. Paid 15 grand for IVF treatment for my kid because I couldn't have kids.
Was that because of the steroids?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I documented this on my TikTok. I couldn't have kids naturally. Cleansed my body. Stopped drinking alcohol. Started drinking more water, more greens. Everything. And went to Barbados. It was pricey, but
I saw that.
it's one. I don't want nothing else. I'm very grounded and content, and I'm just want. There's not everyone wants. Some people want nice watches. Some people want nice cars. All I wanted was a kid, bro, because I almost got my life taken away so many times. I need to leave my legacy and plant my seed on this earth, and I've done it. So I went out, paid for it, hit and miss. It could have not worked. Came back.
What did they say like the chances were? Because you went to like one of the best,
I went to one of the best. They took my sperm out of the 88 million I produced, took the egg, put it together, and we did ICSI treatment. It wasn't just IVF. I paid a bit more. It's called ICSI.
Okay, what's
so
that?
IVF is when they take your sperm, they take the woman's embryo, the egg, pull it together and let it do it naturally. Mine, we placed it inside, giving it a better chance, choosing the best sperm without all the technicalities. So when it worked, we found out we had a whole 9-month journey of stress, knowing it could fail. Had twins, one died. We've got one that survived, which I've got a beautiful, lovely boy right now. And I'm blessed, bro. Like, I'm happy now.
think-
This is my happiness, and the reason why I wanted the kid beyond all that was to humble me and calm me down.
As you've
Said-
had a kid, would you say, because one of my boys had a kid and he said this, I want to ask if you're the same thing. Once you've had this kid, have you realized now, fuck me, I'm just living for this child now?
100%. Everything I'm doing is for the kid.
Mm.
I've even got everything set up for him. New house. Everything I invest in with crypto. Everything I'm doing is for my child.
Mm.
My mistakes, I'm not letting him go through that. I never had a father figure. So my father, he's a waste man. When I see him, I'm going to let him know that. But he is obviously never seen me, never wanted to.
Okay.
I'm never going to do that to my child. Even if I wasn't with the mother, I'm still going to be there for him. So I've got what I wanted and I'm happy, bro. And that's my blessings in life.
God bless you there, man.
Come on, bro.
100%.
Yeah. It don't work, yeah. Then I know, as a mad situation this sounds, I'm going to get screwed over. And it can't go no other way, because obviously I'm not going to be happy. For my child, I can't let this destroy me, but for most men out there, hearing what I've gone through, this would destroy a lot of men.
100%. No, leave the camera.
This would destroy a lot of men. Like, I've seen men do the madness over a breakup, let alone getting falsely accused and going jail for it, and then coming out and probably going jail again. No, bro, there's only so much the stress that a man can take.
Bro, I don't know if you've clocked this, bro, but you're like, you've been gifted with a strong mind.
Yeah, 100%.
Not many men have that.
It's true, you know.
Like, to go through what I consider myself to have a strong man, but going through what you've went through, but I think I'd make it out, but I feel like I would not be how you are right now, bro. I'd be broken to an extent, man.
Yeah, and that's what the
Exactly.
calm, collect. I'm still happy. I'm always positive. I'm always online, busting jokes.
You could be one of our, like, you remind us of one of our older cousins, man. Literally, like,
Trust me.
that's the vibes you give off, like.
Trust me, bro. Nothing
Yeah.
but positive. There's nothing bad with me. No bad intuition. Nothing like I've even got to myself in life, yeah. To really, I've just become more humble. I'll be honest with you. Very content, very grounded, and very respectful. Yeah, I have a little troll. I do troll sometimes. Everyone knows me
Yeah, I
for
see
trolling.
that.
I do get onto people, but it's only for a laugh. But apart from, bro, I'm just, what you see is what you get with me. That's it. There's nothing. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm not trying to be boasty, flashy. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm trying to just really build generational wealth and change the game, bro.
And I can tell that with this social media thing, like, I can tell you're one of the few that realizes this shit is not real. It's not real. Someone joins, like, I've seen you been on live quite recently. So when you're on live, you must have people joining, talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what you've been through.
Yeah.
You know what you're capable of. But you know it's not real life.
Exactly that.
And you know if this person was face to face,
They wouldn't say nothing.
It-
Yeah, they
exactly,
wouldn't say-
exactly.
Everything I just told you, nah, not many people would want to see the lion come out of the cage again. And I'm not trying to let that lion come out. That's caged up now, man.
what's already understood doesn't need to be said.
Exactly.
You get it.
Exactly that.
You just telling us what you've been through. We understand.
Definitely, man.
So that's pretty much how AR's become who he is right now. So one thing that caught my attention was when you were talking about the music scene. I think we'll get into that after. I want to get into this new world order.
Yes, 100%.
The plan that they have for us, the World Economic Forum, because you're one of the people who's awake and understands what they're trying to do to us,
Very.
understands what's going on, understand that these elites just want control.
100%.
And they want to take everything away from us. They want us to own nothing and be happy.
That's it. You said it right there.
So what's your perspective on that?
Everything you just said is happening now. And it's happening at a fast rate. You got to understand, we are going cashless, whether you like it or not. You can even see it happening around you. When you go to the shops, they're refusing the tender note.
Yeah.
They would want you to hit with the contactless, and everyone is going to be using contactless in the future. You can have your
Everyone's
normal.
using it now.
Everyone's using it now. I use it now.
Yeah.
It's more convenient. But the older generation don't want to. They are so stuck in their ways. Now you can understand going back, and you might not want to talk about it, but I'm going to break it down quickly, yeah? Look at it from my set of eyes, yeah? COVID, we all know everything about COVID. You know the conspiracies and this and that. Yeah? It's all bullshit, but it's all designed and manufactured, obviously, to kill off. But who was the ones that were more vulnerable to it.
The older people.
Why? Because it's easier to get rid of them to introduce the new system, the CBDC. You get an old person now and give them a phone and tell them about crypto, they won't have a clue. They don't even know how to go through texts.
Zero.
So, get rid of them. Yeah? Introduce the new financial switchover, what's going to take place. And that great reset is going to take place very soon. But for that to take place, I'm going to say it, and it is what it is. Something to catastrophe, something has to happen. It's like a video game. What happens when you press that reset button on the computer game? It starts again.
Yeah.
That's what the financial reset's about. The whole thing needs to crash. When that takes place and happens, level playing field. Now, everyone, you, me, everyone's going to have their digital ID. You're going to have a cap on how much CBDC, how much funds you can have in it.
Well, so before we go to that, because there's going to be people watching this who are going to think
they
we're
don't
crazy.
know. Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah.
because we have a better understanding of it. Because I hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
But let's go back to what they're doing, how they're going to crash the system. Obviously, people don't understand that they printed 60% of all US dollars that were in circulation. They printed that in the last 3 years.
Yes, and they've done
Trying
that.
to kill cash, as you've said.
So they're devaluing the dollar.
Yeah.
That dollar's devaluing so quick. It's not worth the money it's printed on. Yeah, they say put money into gold, silver, but the best one you put it into is crypto. Government don't want you to put it in crypto.
I've got a question for you there with crypto, because I've had one of my boys, he got rich off of crypto. He's
Yes.
living in Dubai now with his
Yes.
daughter and stuff. So one thing I was saying to him with crypto is there's no value behind crypto, because crypto is all about the value comes from the amount of people in crypto. With
100.
cash,
Yeah.
you've got the whole US government behind. The US is the reserve currency. So you've got the whole US dollar is behind. You've got the whole US government, the whole US economy behind it. All the Western all the Western economies are behind the US dollar. It's all their reserve currency. So it's got something to back it. But with
But that
crypto,
don't mean shit no more.
does it not?
Because the Federal Reserve's going to crash. You got to understand who's taking over now. BRICS. Brazil.
Is BRICS taking
China.
over though?
Of course they are.
Do you really think with BRICS?
So they've already separated now. They've even wiped off Africa's debt. Did you know that?
Have they really wiped off all of Africa's debt?
Look it up.
The people in BRICS have, like Russia.
Putin, all of
Putin
that.
has.
They've just wiped off their debt.
But they still have debts to the West though.
Yeah, but see what it is. You got to understand, there is a big separation right now. The Western world are losing. They're
What
going to
makes you
have,
say that?
because of everything that's happening with the oil trades, with all the tradings going on, with all the actual financial switch that's taking place with BRICS. BRICS, with their blockchain technology, they're the supreme countries that have come together now. They know that the Western world have basically been having them off for so many years. Fact.
But I want to say, how's the Western world losing when all technology is developed in the Western world? There's this myth. I think it's a myth when people say, "Oh, China's got this technology, Japan's in the field."
The leading countries are over there now.
They say that they're leading, but realistically, all technology is developed. It's developed, like the minds that develop it are in America, UK. Like all airplane engines are made in the UK. Phones are manufactured. The best phones.
The most manipulation, the most controlling and corrupt part of the world is the Western world. And government has always been a thing.
I'd say all the world is corrupt. Everywhere's
The world is corrupt. There's two sides of a penny, heads and tails, right?
Yeah.
Fact. But at the end of the day, come on, the Western world is evil, man. And there is the other words evil as well, but come on, I respect Putin more than I respect the Western side. And I say that fact.
Me too.
Because he is an evil man, but he's still doing things that are right and standing with people and understanding that the Western world is so corrupt. But look, it's happening now. The financial reset's happening now. It's taking place.
But what makes you say that? What makes you say that would you say that they're ahead of us, BRICS? Would you say that they're winning right now?
Right now, 100% they're winning.
The
American dollar is not
in what
valued.
section? In what sector are they beating the West?
Trade deals, everything is mainly coming from over that side. If
Such
they shut everything off now, yeah, I'm talking supplies, everything. We're gonna struggle.
Such as what? So, because manufacturing, I'd say in China was the leading manufacturer.
Yeah.
The US made China.
Okay.
So, manufacturing in China, that's one thing they have. But what else apart from manufacturing?
Oil. There's loads of different components.
You know the Saudi Arabia, the situation in Saudi Arabia, how Saudi Arabia pretty much needs the USA, needs to be friends with America or Iran will invade them. So
that was
they've
the
got
whole petrodollar situation. And that's the whole different side. That side of the thing, that's all going on now. My side of the thing, though, is more, right, we know the Western world always want control. It's always America versus China, right? Or Russia. It's always in battle. It's always a competition to the moon, whatever. The fake landing. But at the end of the day, they're on the back foot right now. They are on the back foot. You look at the partnerships and how the worlds have come together, and who's alone. They are on the back foot. So what's happening now, especially with the regulation, with all of this taking place, with all the adoption, with all the banks that have taken place underneath everyone's eyes, because no one is actually paying attention. That's where I come in. All these distractions, phones, TikTok, social media, TV, it's all a distraction. That's meant to make you look that way. When you're not that way, it's where they're making all these deals with the banks. The blockchain technology that's getting integrated right now, ready for them to go. Boop. When everything crashes, especially this great reset that's going to take place, there has to be a crash. The great reset's not going to take place until the crash happens. That crash is going to happen. When whatever triggers that crash, everyone's going to find it hard. More poverty is going to happen. A lot of people are going to struggle. Who knows what's coming? But I make my investments on the strength of that, understanding what the rich white man is doing, where he's putting his money.
Yeah.
Why are all these guys putting all their money over here, getting ready for this great financial reset? Why is this bank teaming up with this one? Why is that bank doing that one? Why is all of these things coming together? That's how you make smart investment, calculated, very good investments. Because then you're now in a position when that price goes up, because they're going to use certain cryptocurrencies as I have as a savior.
But where does the value come from, though?
The value comes from the integration, and they're going to replace the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve, you got to understand, it's backed by gold, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, used to be, not anymore.
Yeah, not only, but it's the dollar.
Yeah.
But it's not worth nothing no more. We are going digital. We are going to CBDC. It's already there. It's in front of your eyes. The World Economic Forum has already shown you. They've already shown you the blueprint, the format, how everyone's going to get digital IDs. Everything's there for independent research. But you got to understand, what are you doing? You're just going to let this walk by and let it happen? No, you might as well invest into what they're investing to. Yeah, I don't like government. I can't stand government. But you might as well get rich from them.
I'd say there's rich people, and then there's elites.
Yes.
I'd say there's a select few of elites who have control, and they have so much power that if you're rich, they can just shut you off
easily.
if you're not following there.
Easily, but
so let's say you're worth $1 billion. Let's say you become a billionaire. The elites, if you're not following their program, they can just take that away from you.
100%, bro. But you see what it is? It's being consciously awake and being really aware of what's going on, where you can get in for a price where a lot of people are like,
so you'd be willing to join their club then? Would you be willing to join their club?
Do you know what? Do you know what it is, though? It's more about being forget that for a minute. Trust me. Just hear what I want to say.
All right.
It's about being conscious. Yeah? When you're really conscious and you awaken and you're enlightened and you understand what they're doing and what the rest ain't doing, why the fuck am I going to go with them? I'm going to go with them. And you might as well get involved in what they're doing. It's evil. The whole agenda's evil. Yeah, it's money's built on death. Money's built on poverty. Because there's opposites in the world to everything. You got rich, you got poor, you got dark, you got night, day and night, you got hot and cold. There's always going to be an opposite. It's how the world works. What side do you want to be on?
But I'd say this though, with China and Russia, if we were born in China or we were born in Russia, we would not be able to come on this podcast and even say these things.
Exactly. Control. The
control they have. Yeah. So if them lot do end up winning, isn't it a similar future? Isn't it a worse future?
What we're looking at is there's different ones. You got the AI CCTV technology in China. Over on the Western side is economy. So everything in if you're seeing future, which is very close, we're talking very close. Everything's going to be driven on economy control, climate control. That's what I'm talking about. So you're going to be restricted to even go out of your borough soon from the 15-minute cities when they're going to implement it. Why? They're going to say because you're adding emissions. Yeah. So when you're claimed to be a threat now to the planet, they're going to limit your travel time. You're going to fine you. They're going to do all different type of things. If you go to spend your CBDC now out of the region they want you to, decline. Why? Because you're not supposed to be out of that city. Different things are going to come into place where all of this interlinks. So
you think China wouldn't do something similar though?
China already doing it now.
They're already
doing it now. You have to pay through QR codes for your food. But this is where we're going. But the blockchain technology behind that is what I specialize in. And it's happening. I've got proof to show you. Like, I'll show you off the camera. I'm going to show you exactly why I'm heavily invested in certain things. Why? Because when the market crashes, certain cryptos go up. Why? Because of the liquidity, because of the volume, because of everything.
That I want to understand. If you could explain that more in depth, because
Yeah.
I want to try and understand that.
Basically, look at it like as a company, the utility. So the utility of helping fix a problem, the value goes up. The value
Yeah.
can't be. It has to be stabilized. That's why it's called stable coins. So when you get a coin that's stable and not a volatile coin like Bitcoin, when it's stable and being backed and pegged by gold or to the Federal Reserve, then used now as a financial beneficiary and help, the price will go up, bro. And this is facts. This is all I'm telling you is this. It's kind of common sense, but a lot of people don't know. Not a lot of people ain't supposed to know.
But a lot of these cryptocurrencies I find have no utility behind them.
100%. And they don't have no regulation. So
once it's regulated, wouldn't they? Explain.
You gotta understand. Just go in. Just I don't want to say too much, innit?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
all I'm gonna say is
Keep it brief.
there's a chance. There's a little window where you can change your life and change opportunity. Back in the day, yeah, we didn't have these phones. We didn't have flat screen TVs. We had DVD player. Not even DVD. We had VHS in my age. Yeah. Then it went to DVDs. Then it went to every USBs. Yeah. It's the same thing that's happening now, but with money. You gotta understand.
All right.
Yeah, we're going from paper. When everything very in the foreseeing future, I'm talking very soon, when that gets flipped over to digital, and then they start abolishing money and start saying to the banks, no, stop printing the money. They're already starting to do it now.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
show you
they
proof.
are.
They're doing it now.
Yeah.
But when they fully say, right, we're not printing no more money, it's not going to be valued to what it's worth. Like the tender note is going to be devalued, and everyone has to use your CBDC and use your banks and use your cards. You ain't going to have a choice. But you're only going to get one chance at this, and this is your one chance now. You're either on the train or you're not. So getting in on the train, knowing that you can make a lot of money in the financial switch, which is only never going to happen again. Because your kids, you're 21, 22, you're going to have kids. When they're older, they will look at you like a madman if you mention paper notes. They're going to say, Dad, you had paper notes. You're going to be like, yeah.
Maybe even your kid might.
My kid's going to be,
yeah.
He ain't going to know what paper notes are going to be in the future.
Yeah.
But how mad is that? We're having a conversation right now talking about it, but it's the truth.
It's crazy.
In the future, there's going to be no paper notes. It's going to be cashless. So why not invest your money into what they're using to make this happen?
You still haven't answered my question.
Go on.
Like with crypto, because you've explained it very good.
Yeah.
But I still don't see the utility behind. Like, because if we go to CBDCs, isn't it going to be the government that starts it?
100%.
And then wouldn't it be the country's government that's backing that CBDC?
But everything you're living in is government.
For some
You're in a social constructed government society anyway. Everything you're living in is government. So it's happening regardless. Who are the two biggest holding companies of this world? Vanguard and BlackRock. Right?
Yeah.
Who own all the companies? Them two.
Yeah.
Who's bought all the recent cryptocurrencies that I can't mention right now?
Okay,
Them
have
two.
they?
Yes.
Have they?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Because they're suppressing and they're controlling the markets.
Okay, now
So,
I see.
You get it now?
If them lot have invested into it, then I see.
Who runs the world? Them two
I see.
companies.
Okay.
So who can control the prices? Who can now? They own this. They own that exchange. They own this bank. They own this. But it's the same people who own the crypto now. Right. We control the market. We control the financial. We control all the money circulating in the world.
Yeah. I'll say this as well. With what they fucked me over, they screwed me over with Coinbase because I had money in Coinbase stock because I used Coinbase a lot. They recently shut down my card for no reason. I had Coinbase
And
stock.
I made a video on this.
Oh, you did?
I made videos on my page. You can go. I pre-warned everyone about all of these Binance, all these exchanges I've made. You can go on my TikTok now, guys, and see all of my videos. I'm about spreading awareness to stop what you're about to tell me.
Yeah. So I bought Coinbase stock, and then on the news they came out saying something about Coinbase's back. Some bullshit they said on the news that brought the stock down.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, let me just sell it. And I sold it at a loss. And then a couple months back, the stock just started going back up again.
Okay.
Because of some announcement they made.
Yeah. But that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works. And
That made me see that whatever the news says, do the opposite when it comes to the
news
stock.
is also manipulated. So
But it's owned by them.
exactly.
It's owned by them.
So you got to understand, when you're into this crypto space, what I'm in now, it's not just news now, just news. It's other aspects to what I do. Numerology. Deep. I watched what the elites are
What's
tweeting.
morology?
So numerology is numbers. And it's not all the
numerology.
elites. Yeah. All genome, all of these different things. All the elites. I don't watch news. I don't watch ITV. I don't watch BBC News. At home, every day, read all the elites, what they're doing on their Twitters. I watch Riddlers. I watch all these different aspects of crypto. Stars on this full moon. This is gonna happen. And it always happens. So it gets deeper into the crypto. It's not just crypto. This thing is very manipulated and suppressed and controlled. But there's a lot of money to be made. But you need to not just invest because you like the sound of a coin. You need to invest into proper utility. Yeah. You need to invest into something that's going to change your life, that has meaning, has purpose. And you're not taking a gamble. That's the thing. That's the whole thing of thing. And the government have now pushed crypto to look like it's a gamble. It's not.
Yeah, they have.
If you don't know what you're doing, then it is.
They have. You're right.
But why is that? Because they don't want the working class. They don't want society to get into that space.
One rebuttal people might say is because it was a new thing and there wasn't time for it to regulate it properly. Yeah, and that's the same with every new market.
I've got you. Watch this. So why are now the government using blockchain technology, the same as crypto, to carry out CBDC? Surely that would
they brought in the regulation.
They know now this is gonna. Yeah, it's happening now.
Because isn't Binance FCA regulated? Aren't these exchanges FCA regulated now?
They're regulated, but you know what? There's a lot of coins that ain't regulated. There's a lot of coins that have no purpose. The ones who have purpose are going to flourish. The rest of them are going to go to shit when the financial crash happens. And I mark my words, you can go back on this podcast, whoever's watching, and in the foreseeing future, very soon, you're going to see everything I said is going to happen.
I don't doubt that.
Everything I've been saying on my TikTok's already happened.
Yeah.
Everything. From a year ago, I've been telling people this is going to happen and it happened. This is going to happen and it happened.
You've got a solid track record, so I don't doubt it will happen. Again, if it comes off as me questioning this, I just want to understand.
100%, bro. 100%. And that's it. That's it. I am a businessman at the end of the day. As you know from my previous, talking about my businesses, I've had a lot of money, lost it. Had a lot of money, lost it. So do you think for my third time round, I'm going to try and put money into something, I'm going to lose everything again? No.
You've learned from your mistakes, man.
Learned from my mistakes. So this is why I made wise decisions, to sit down with wise people and to understand that the most millionaires that get made in the world are through recessions, and especially in the crypto space, if you know what you're doing. But
when there's crisis, there's opportunity.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Damn, okay. So we've covered that. Is there really, I mean, some of you guys might have got lost there if you aren't awake, but hopefully that awoke some of you guys there, because that's some real shit, man. They've got this agenda. That's what they're planning. And yeah, man, like, I don't know if I can move to the music industry from that.
Yeah, the music, I'm not going to speak too much on the music. The music, I will be getting back on it. I want to get this case out the way.
You do want to get back on the music thing?
I'm ready. You
see, with the music industry, I see it as, because the way you are, the personality you have, and the drive you have, you'll definitely get far in the music industry. But I don't think, as someone who's
saturated, it
is too saturated,
fake, manipulated, loads of bought views, loads of bought followers, loads of mad shady stuff that I know that I'm amongst some serious people in the music industry. So where I know it's all a facade, where I know you could be the hardest rapper spitting and not even getting a look in, and someone who can't rap will get a look in because of how many followers they have, or what audience they bring, what traffic. And you understand it's not all about the music now. It's just a whole fake facade. You got to be the whole package. But it's a timing. I'm growing as a person, and my music is going to be obviously different from what I was spitting about. And I've got real substance and life-changing things happening to me. So just watch this space, man. It's going to be sick.
I feel like in the music industry, though, once you get to the top, the rewards are not worth chasing, because once you get to the top, the only way you get to the top is you have no control over your career anyway.
Exactly. I see, in any contract I was going to do, I've got a manager as well. Shout out to PM and PD. So he's still my manager to this day, but we've got a love friendship. We ain't on this whole business. Now, we did this from ground up. He contacted me while I was in jail. He's from Mozart. I'm from Grove. By rights, that shouldn't even be happening anyway, because them two got beef. But I don't follow what everyone does. You understand? I'm not in this beef thing. Like I'm above all that. I'm not a kid. So
you're grown now.
We're grown men, and we come together. Put the beef thing aside. We come together, and we're doing this thing as family. You know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, I'm coming on the music. I'm gonna come hard, but right now, as you can see, I got my money in investments that I'm gonna X crazy.
So you're just gonna, so with the music thing, you're just gonna do it because you're passionate about it.
Passionate,
And you
but
wanna
I'm gonna
spread.
also make an example. So
So with this music thing, are you going into it trying to be humongous, or do you just want to be in it to just get your message across, have your fan base?
exactly that, yeah. Message across, fan base, and it is a bit of enjoyment as well. I do like doing music,
Okay.
but it don't make sense me coming on camera rapping about RMs and big chains when I ain't got it. So I realize, yo, let me stop putting all this money into music videos and getting no return. And the business aspect, it's not professional. It doesn't even make sense. I might as well save that money, put it into investments, make that grow, and then come back when I've got an RM on my wrist. I'm 32. I ain't rapping about being on the block no more. I've changed my life. I'm already in a good position, but I want to be better. So, yeah, music is loading. I'm very well connected in the music industry, very well respected, and you're gonna hear collabs, but timing, yeah, timing.
So I'm guessing you're gonna want to make a name for yourself solo first.
That's it,
and then the
bring
collabs after.
Yes, yeah,
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 man, that's right way.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. Damn, well, yeah, that's pretty much summarizes the music industry because it's fake as hell, man. Honestly, like, it's reached the point of myself. I don't even want to attempt it anymore because it's just so fake. And you're a spiritual person, so you understand the selling your soul of it as well.
100%.
Like these big guys, you do have to sell your soul to an extent.
100% you do. You really do.
A
lot of people don't know they're doing it as well. So the music is a dark industry. It's dark, man.
I've seen it for myself. I've really seen it for myself. How you do have to sell your soul.
They take away your creative control. So if you don't have that in the contract to say you want to remain having your creative control, you're gonna take away doing what you want to do. And this is what's important for any guys that are gonna get it signed in and that. Keep your creative control and put that in the contracts. Also, don't be so quick to take up a quick advance because remember you got to pay that back. Yeah. At the end of the day, a loan is a loan. How much you might sugar it and put, you can't piss on me and tell me it's rain.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I'm just trying to think, what else do we need to cover, man? Fuck. Because I feel like we've covered a lot, bruv.
Yeah,
we have.
Still.
We have. Where was it? So we've covered this new world order shit. We've covered that.
I'm gonna say,
bear with me a second.
It's gonna happen soon. Just prepare. I want everyone to prepare. Get your money out of these banks.
What advice would you give to people watching this? Obviously, not giving away too much because I get you don't want to give away all your source. I hear that.
Nah, not everyone deserves it. But if you want to change your life, contact me.
Yeah, I think I saw on your TikTok you've got a trading course right now. Is that?
I was doing it. It got to the point where I can't keep helping people because everyone I helped, everyone that reached out to me and purchased what I'm doing, they said, "Yo, you're selling yourself cheap." And then stopped doing it because of life, my baby, getting a new house and settling in. I couldn't be bothered no more. And I realized I ain't got nothing to prove. I'm doing what I'm doing for myself and my family. So, yeah, man. That's where I'm at now. I will get back on it. I'm thinking about getting back on it again. But if I see a bigger reaction, then I'll start helping. I just want to see if it blows up.
And I want to show you a video as well. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know how you feel about this situation with police shootings in America.
Okay.
It was a pregnant girl who was 22, I believe.
Yeah.
Takia Young. Have you heard about her?
No.
Recently, she got shot. I think it was in Ohio.
Okay.
She was I'll show you the video actually.
Yeah.
I'll show you the video. I'll put the video on the screen as well. This one, if you want to see it.
Okay.
Out of the car.
No, I'll put it. Yeah, well, pretty much the video shows her getting shot by an officer, and I think it was unjustified. Because if that happened in the UK, happened in any other country, she wouldn't have been shot. EPM, I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah, nah, this one really, because it shot me. I see a lot of black conservatives, but this shows that conservatives, when you hear how their opinions on this, conservatives are not on black people's side. They're not on their side.
Right, sure. Oh, okay.
What do you think of that?
That's what I'm saying. They can get away with it though, so they know they're getting trigger happy. Just like with me, when they come to get me, they wanted to shoot me, innit?
Yeah.
And their look in their face when I came out into the flat was like, yo, like angry. They're a gang, innit? And that is what it is. They can get away with it. They can shoot you. They want a reason. They've got deep rooted issues themselves they're dealing with. Some of them have probably got PTSD. They're probably ex-soldiers or something crazy.
I think the gun boys, a lot of the gun boys are ex-army.
They're
people,
all
aren't they?
angry. They got mental issues where they've just got a job. They've got an entitlement where they can allow to do that. If we do it, we're murderers. With them, they're doing their job.
Yeah, man.
So it's a license to kill. At the end of the day, we're not gonna fabricate. It is what it is. It's a license to kill.
Is it still not done?
It's done. Yeah, it's going off again, and it's one of them situations. It's always. It's never gonna stop. You can employ someone who's got a psychopathic mind state.
What do you think of that specifically? Do you think it was justified, or do you think, because obviously they're gonna get away with it, but do you think it was justified, or
That's not justified. That's crazy. That's mad.
no? But then because
What did she do? I don't understand what she did.
I don't get, because they say she drove. They say that
He shot and then she drove.
Mm.
I see it plain sight.
Because the way she was moving before he shot, but some would say it's an automatic car. If you take your foot off the brake, you're gonna move anyway.
Yeah.
And he could have easily just moved out the way.
Being willing to kill another person for that, you're a madman.
Exactly.
So that's what it is. They can't. That's it. He has got mental issues.
The shoplifting.
Nah, that's dead.
No, it's
That's
not like she was a violent, pregnant.
That's crazy. That's pregnant as well.
She was
nah.
pregnant. She had 3 other kids. Shoplifting.
That's crazy. That's not justified. That's madness.
I think even if there was gun boys here, they wouldn't shoot you for
Yeah,
that.
no one. Come on, no way.
Because in France, that happened in France, and we know what happened in France.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's crazy. That's all that means.
you think it's
Just
crazy.
mental health. That's just madness. He's a madman.
So have you had because you did a lot of things in your past, so I'm guessing you had a lot of run-ins with the police.
Loads. Yeah.
So apart from that one, where obviously they came there with ready to shoot you, did you have any other instances with the police where you thought these guys are crazy, these guys are this, these guys are that?
I got roughed up when I was a kid, like proper dragged up, and told yo. Also in jail is mainly where you get it because of the prison officers. They're the same people, innit?
So the prison officers are just as bad.
What do you mean? Yo, I've been battered. Like one time the SO is a superior senior officer, He said to me, "You're not going gym." So I flamed in his face.
Oh shit!
Because I've said, "What do you mean I'm not going gym?" Or like, I'll just come on the wing. Anyway, a woman's come to the door to say, "What are you doing?" Like, and I said, spat in her face as well.
Oh shit!
So now the governor's come to my door to say, "How do you want to go to the block? Do you want to go the easy way, or do you want to go the hard way?" I'm like, the hard way, innit? Let's do this. So I've heard, about 5 minutes later, I've heard doosh, 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 8 officers with the great gear, the shields, all of that, come to my door.
So you're refusing to leave?
Yeah, I'm saying, yo, I've picked up my TV. My cellmate's got something in his hand. They've come in, I've dashed the TV. They've thrown me on the floor, beaten me up. But I'm thinking, all right, cool. They've now put my head to the side. They make your fingers touch your elbow, like your forearm. They literally dislocated it, made me, like, that's touching that.
Fuck.
That's their training, innit? They put their finger in my nose, they put me to the side,
So they literally break it like
and
that.
they're smashing my head off the side like that, saying, yo, this is what you fucking get for spitting on us, you dirty. And I'm like, what? Anyway, I've seen them, the guy spat in his face is now looking at he's now looking at the other officers, and he went, they took my cold D out first, and he's gone like this. Stop resisting. They threw me down to the floor again. Beated me to a pulp. I've come out, because obviously they come out with the camera recordings, they take you all the way to the block, innit?
Yeah.
Made me strip naked. They've all run out the cell. And then I'm there, big coconut on my face, bleeding, everything. I've gone on a visit the next day to see my mum. She was almost crying because I looked like the elephant man.
Fuck.
Different. And I couldn't get, that was it. That's how, that's seen as, yo.
Yeah, swap the cameras. Maybe we'll just turn it off for a second. Yeah,
that's
cool.
how
It's
it's seen.
cameras on you anyway.
That's how it's seen still.
Fucking hell, is that the maddest one then?
That's one of my maddest beatdowns. Yeah, and then I realized fighting in jail is long. Like, if I'm gonna fight, I'm snaking you, knocking you out, and keeping it moving. I'm not trying to get bent up. I learned the bent up thing, you ain't gonna win, because that's what they want to. My people have died in jail from getting bent up, and then they blame it on the prisoner. So,
And you've seen that.
I've heard it.
You've heard.
You can hear like, yo, help, and then bam, they're dead. So
Shit.
the system's a dark place, bro. Ex-army members that are going there taking it out on us because they've been bullied and they want to get back revenge. So they're just there ready to bend you up and break your wrist and buck you up.
Yeah, I bucked into a lot of police officers who I'm just like, this anger that you carry is not normal.
Not normal, bro.
It's not.
They need to be vetted. They need to go through a system where they need to know. They're just going through, taking out on people. It's a power trip, and that's what it is. That's what the uniform. That's what the uniform is. It's a big ass power trip. And I used to break all of them down in jail. I used to always tell them, "Listen, you're nothing but a door opener. You ain't doing nothing to. You're just. If anything, you are a servant. If I press my bell, and I tell you get a toilet roll, you have to go to the office and get me a toilet roll. Why? Because you're a civil servant. You have to serve me. You're here to take care of my duty and my actual health and safety. So you're just a door opener. They just go mad.
Just leave it off. Leave it off. Let it. Yeah. Fucking hell, bro.
It's real shit though.
Nah, because you could see through them, so that got them angry.
Yeah. Don't matter how big you are, you're still a numpty. You're just a door opener.
Yeah.
And they used to go mad.
Yeah.
And I used to put my aim in jail was to break them down mentally, and then even if it took 4, 5, 6 months, they're gonna leave. I've made 4 officers leave their job because they contemplated why they're doing it, and I told them I used to pay my staff members more money they're on. They're having to suffer with PTSD, taking people down, hanging themselves for what? A bin man gets more money than you, and you're opening doors, putting yourself through for what?
It's mad when you deep it.
It's deep, real though. I had a McDonald's worker from McDonald's come and walk into the prison and try to tell me to bang up. I said, how dare you tell me to bang up? Furthermore, you're like 10 years younger. He's like 20 something, innit? I'm big and I'm thinking, bro, no, you're not doing that. Like, relax.
Respect, man.
Like, I said, where'd you come from? He went, I come straight from McDonald's. I said, are you taking the piss? That's
where they find their people, man. No one wants to do that job.
Exactly.
And that's the issue.
The ones that do, to actually want to work as a prison officer and lock someone up and go home and be happy about locking up another human, you have to be mentally twisted anyway.
To an extent, you do.
To an extent, you do. Yeah. And
I'd like to be a judge. I'd like to be a judge. Not because of the power, genuinely because I feel like you can hand down justice to an extent, man.
Yeah, to the ones who deserve it.
To the ones who deserve it. It'd feel good putting a paedophile to death.
Yeah, 100%.
That would feel good.
Definitely.
You're going to show the camera again? That's
So
what I was going to say, man. But yeah, but I'd say your story, the fact that you told us all of this, it shows how important rehabilitation is.
100%.
So as you were as someone who was in jail and you saw you probably saw the biggest idiots, the most
everything, bro. I've seen it all, bro.
You've seen it all.
A decade.
Yeah.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Everyone watching this probably bare man right now looking at this saying, "Yo, that's AR." I'm known in the UK. So I'm not even known. I'm known in the jail system, and that's sad to say that most of my upbringing has been in through jail, and the rehabilitation side of things in jail, they don't give no rehabilitation. You got to rehabilitate yourself. There's no rehabilitation in jail.
So
That's
you say
a lie.
the support system's not good.
There's no
not good
support.
enough.
There's not. It's just they read from text through my book. The whole jail system is a lie. It's the biggest business, the biggest scam on earth. At the end of the day, each prisoner, they get 40-something thousand for each prisoner. So you got to understand.
Private in this country.
Most of them are turning, but you got to understand that as you getting nicked now, you're just a number and a name. They get 40-something thousand. They pocket. Then they put you on the lowest wage. So your income now, if you get for their food, for the clothes you're wearing, for everything, they're giving you rations like 40, 30p. So they've pocketed the money they've took. So it's a business.
Yeah.
You're making the clothes in prison for another prison. That prison's wearing them. That prison's making the bowls and plates and bowls in that prison to send it to your prison. So it's all a scam.
Okay.
It's a legal slave, bro. That's what it is.
I didn't think that was going on in this country.
Oh, it's going on in the world. And when you deep it, that's what prison is. It's slavery. It's you're at the bottom of the pyramid. You're at the bottom of the power. You have all your rights taken away from you. Fact. That's what jail is. To take you, to mentally break you down, but to take away your rights.
You don't have human rights in there. Pretty much.
No, you don't. You don't, man. You don't. That's why you go jail. All human rights are gone.
Yeah.
Especially coming out of the EU, Brexit, and that's made it even worse.
What would you say in jail, with the people you've seen, with the weirdos you've obviously come across in jail, would you say that a good rehabilitation program, such as prisons in Norway, prisons in like Holland, do you think if the rehabilitation was better, that more people in jail that you've seen could have actually turned their lives around? Not to the level you have, of course, but become functioning members of society and not gone straight back to crime.
The thing is, drugs is always going to be a fuel for people who are stuck on it, yeah? Everyone's different. I've got addictive personality. Someone else might, though. Yeah. But there needs to be more put in place. Definitely, for more drug addicts, yeah. There has to be something more stronger. For people who want to do crime and that ain't matured yet, you can't try to change a man that doesn't want to be changed. So, someone like me, the only reason I changed, because I got so long. That made me change, innit? And I realized, nah, this is long, bro. Like, it's long. Most people get a little burden, like, yeah, I've got 20. I used to say that. I used to say, I've got 20 years in me to do. I can do 20 years, Joe. So that attitude of a lot of young men right now, they still have that attitude. Sentences have gone up as well, in mind. They are going up, and they have gone up. That will deter, but it needs more fuck the program. The programs are shit. It needs more things that people want. People want stuff like that will change their life that they want to do, innit? In jail, they don't really offer much. They don't really offer that, what you want to do. There's only a selected menu of what you can do, innit?
So how would you change that? Because I know a lot of men that go to jail, they work in Timpsons.
Me, I've changed a few men, innit? I've changed a few friends that I'll keep it real. A couple men I've met on the wing that I've known personally that came to me and said they've gone, is what they did bootings, they did all of this, they got shot themselves. And they said to me, hey, I'm sick. You know what you're doing. I'm coming to you for help. I said, swear down. I sat them down, give them my own intervention where I'm talking to them direct, mentally breaking them down, resetting their minds, showing them, listen, move away from this. Let's do this. Yeah? Bam, 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 bam. That's what I found more empowerment, changing a man's mindset from doing up road to now doing legal things. And if I hit him now and he's like, yo, hey, I'm doing these, I got my own business. That's what I find power. I can change someone's mind mentally. And the way I did it was literally sitting man down and asking them what they want to do and breaking down and helping them, giving them a blueprint and giving them guidance.
Kind of showing them the light.
Yeah. That's exactly what I've done. I don't really do it no more, but I can do it.
Yeah, I'm guessing because obviously, because I've kind of helped a lot of people as well, not to that extent, but I've helped a few people, showing them kind of the light a bit. But I've realized as I've gone on, you can't save everyone. Nah, because you're gonna end up draining yourself.
Exactly that. And no, I don't go out my way to help no one. I'll be honest with you, I am selfish in this aspect where life has made me like that. Realize I've been fucked over so many times. Yeah. So why am I gonna keep going out my way to help someone to get stabbed in my back? Exactly. Trust me, bro. I don't have no friends.
I can imagine how many times you've been stabbed in your back. Like I can only imagine at your age as well, man. Loads. And what you've been through, even the person snitching on you. That's only one of it. Yeah.
Hey, that was on my case. I'm not gonna say the name, but that was on my case. I'm not gonna say the name, but if you're watching this, just know you know it's you, bro. I know it's you. Because in court, on the day I got sentenced, he turned the paper on and said, "Look, why ain't this man in court with you?" I said, "I swear down." Oh, say no more. And then I had to go and do the rest of my bird knowing that this man snitched and he's on road still acting like he's bad. But it's how life is now. It's bad, man.
It's what it is. Damn. It is what it is. That was a lot to take in, man. But I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, my bro.
Yeah, man. You gotta go. You got a reservation.
Trust me.
Yeah, man. So we've had you long enough. AR, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming on, man. Good to see you as well, man. Good luck with your court case tomorrow, man. Good luck with it, man. Cause that's damn, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, wrap it up, man.